Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who promises you that this is not herpes. He's going to have to take my word for it. Anyway, I'm here to talk about Chris Gutierrez versus Quang Le. The prediction here is Chris Gutierrez wins by decision. I'm not married to decision, but I am married to Chris Gutierrez. I'm his wife. And I do think he should win this fight any which way. He's a very tough tactical test in the first place with those leg kicks, and he's an above-average UFC fighter. Quang Le's making his debut here on short notice. He was scheduled to fight on the Contender Series in a month or two, but I did listen to an interview with him like 10 months ago where he said he's always in shape. So between that and the fact that he's committed to fighting at 135 here, if he makes the weight, I'll assume he's in shape. But I still think Chris Gutierrez should win this fight, even if he was on a full camp, and even if Quang Le had never lost as an amateur, I'd still pick Gutierrez to win. But especially with those losses as an amateur, where Quang Le was finished twice by submission and twice by knockout, I was able to see one of each. And even if the one knockout I saw was in his first amateur fight ever, which I'm very quick to dismiss, the fact that he's been finished a few times each way gives me concern, and it makes me think Chris Gutierrez is, in general, the healthier, more durable fighter. Quang Le is 3 inches shorter, but has 3 inches of reach, which is fucking weird. But I think that reach could be nullified and neutralized by the kicking game of Chris Gutierrez, who's very comfortable on the back foot, and I'm assuming is the better technical fighter anyway. On the feet, I think he'll be getting the better of Quang Le, despite the 3 inches of reach. Quang, as a pro, he's had one fight that really should have gone the other way. This guy, Sal Guerrero, definitely beat him, in my opinion. Thoroughly out-wrestled him. You know, on the feet, he had moments, of course, a good amount of moments, Quang Le, but not enough to win that fight. Sometimes control really just is enough. So I thought he lost. And I don't think that's a path to victory for Chris Gutierrez. But I think on the feet, where this fight should be held, I think Chris is tough enough to stand up to that power. Quang Le's gotten a few nice knockouts lately. And again, I think Chris is going to chew him up. Chew him up, maybe slow him down at first and then start chewing him up. Try to exploit any potential cardio issues. But Gutierrez should win this fight. So Chris Gutierrez is the pick. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit. Check out my other videos. Oh, yeah, and as for the bet, I'm not betting on Chris Gutierrez. Maybe I'll bet on Quang Le. Degenerate, you know.